They go out of their way to get reviews. I want to tell you, you don't get 780 reviews unless you're doing something to urge people to do it. The other way, I went to this car upholstery place. They were in a little dingy part of town. It was, it was just looked like the most unsophisticated place on earth. They did a very good job on my car reupholstery. And before they let me get my car, I had to promise to do a review on Yelp. This is really kind of remarkable, right? And of course, they do incredibly well on Yelp in terms of standings. So people, you have to remind people, you have to urge people, you might even have to incentivize people to do a review on you. And here we've got two different reviews. One said absolutely delicious and one said disappointing. But the thing is, Cafe Baroni is not using a piece of new functionality that was introduced just this year on Yelp. There's a place here that the owner can add a comment. And this was added because a lot of people would go in and slam a place, and the place had no recourse. They couldn't tell you why this issue existed. The person didn't show that night or whatever it was. So here's an opportunity to make a comment. And you don't just make a comment when you get a bad comment. You make a comment when you get a good comment to let the person know, wow, you did this review, thank you, I'm glad you enjoyed the whatever it is.
Robin, do you know how the cafe got so many reviews? Because I called Yelp and they wouldn't allow me to solicit Yelp reviews for my business.
What do you mean they wouldn't allow you to do it?
I was putting cards in to Yelp us when they picked up their picture frame, and they said you couldn't encourage people to Yelp, they have to do it on their own.
I didn't know that. I want to say that the car upholstery place didn't know that.
Well, yeah, that's right. But the cafe, you know how they get people to Yelp?
No, but you could ask them someday.
Okay.
Somebody is doing something to get 780 reviews.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, Robin?
Yeah.
Have there been complaints about Yelp with regards to your competitors being able to go on
Yes.
and just slam you?
Yes, and that's exactly the reason. Now, I want to tell you, in a social media world, if a competitor goes in and slams you, which is really not a good thing,
right,
what you simply do is put down, this is a competitor, and this is, and you let people know. And I want to tell you, people are pretty good about responding to that kind of unethical behavior.
But I mean, a person wouldn't be so blatant as to say I'm a competitor. They just go in.
No, they just go in and said, I had lunch at so-and-so.
And it was terrible, and it gave me food poisoning and all this stuff. Just to, if it wasn't true, just to make people...
Right. Yeah. They used to, no, they were doing that. They were doing that. And that's why Yelp added it. Now, Yelp, like any of the other social media tools that we see, also has a way to do some analytics. It's a very simple way, but it's great to know who's coming, when they come, what hours, what kind of food they like. And you can track some of their actions on Yelp, too. So it enables you to make a more informed decision about how you maybe put information up or special dishes for your particular event. But as I was saying, Yelp is not just for restaurants. So this is my... No, I didn't put up the car dealership. So this is a person for local computer services. And I had a guy come to my house the other day to fix my computer, and I said, are you on Yelp? And he said, why? And I said, because you help people with their computers. How great is that? So if I punch in Palo Alto, your name comes up. And in this case, I bet you that Lucille Packard did not put up this evaluation of themselves. But customers, patients, are putting up these evaluations anyway. I cannot express in words how awful the doctors made me feel. And right above it was great pediatric surgical group, right? So you want to pay attention to this. If you're a big organization, small organization, there's things to be learned whether or not you choose to participate. Now, on a company, like on a tool like Yelp, if you can prove that you're the company, you're the Lucille Packard Children's Hospital, you do get priority on the name. That isn't always the case on other tools. So just to review, how do you make the most of Yelp? First of all, you know that it's there, and that if you have any kind of business, particularly a small service business, and possibly even a consulting firm, you need to put something up, you need to check to see if you're already there, you need to see what competitors are doing. You want to create a strong profile, i.e., a rich information profile. You want to respond to all reviews, positive or negative, You want to use photos, and you want to track it. And then Yelp has recently added the ability to put discounts and coupons and things like that on it if you want. So this is really a nice thing to do.